Hello friends, it's me. For those of you who don't know, this is Becca, and if you're new to my channel, YOLO! So, I know I haven't been uploading in a really long time. I've always started my videos with, oh, I've recorded so many videos, and yeah, I just haven't edited them yet. So what I'm going to be doing today is teaching y'all some tips and tricks of the genre romance, just romance in general. You know, it can be contemporary romance, horror romance, like, you know, because Halloween's coming up, or science fiction romance, sci-fi romance, you know, dystopian romance, fantasy romance, erotic romance, whatever you is into. So this is just kind of tips and tricks for people who want to get into the romance genre but don't know how, don't know where to start. That's why I'm here. So I know there are probably some other tips and tricks videos regarding the romance genre, but I decided to make my own because that's what I love to do. So I'm on my YouTube Goodreads account, not really my actual Goodreads account, but I'm going to be just using my, you know, Goodreads account. So, yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to just, why am I pressing this? I'm just going to start off with groups that you should join if you want to get more into the romance genre. So, two groups that I would suggest are YA romance, even though literally I haven't been going on here. Oh wow, okay, thank you. I'll just put all sign up. Okay, hold on. Wow, I'm such a party pooper. Oh my god, I'm so sorry y'all, because I haven't been like doing stuff, which I was gonna make a video of where is Becca, so whatever. Okay, anyway. Wait. Oh, I already said this. Okay. I'm getting backtracked. Anyway, you should join the YA romance group, which I created myself. So I will have a link in the description below. It's not, I mean, I've kind of been a poop head lately, but we do read a BOTM, except I haven't been doing the October BOTM, which I really wish that I did. We don't really do themes, it's more of a uterus, nucleus, fetus. Okay, you're gonna probably hear me say that a lot, because I don't want to end here. The second group that you should be joining is the Clean Romance group, which, you know, that was a month ago. Darn. Okay. I think this is for the YA romance group. At least Tina's being super nice. Okay. Sorry, I really am backtracking right now. Okay, where is it? Okay, I totally missed it. Okay, yes. You should join the Clean Romance group on Goodreads, which I will also have the link in the description below. It's just a romance group where we read clean romances, and I think it's amazing, and you should just join it. Okay, next I'm going to be showing you guys some books, 5 books that you should read if you want to get into the romance genre. So I'm more of a contemporary girl, but if you are looking for something more erotic or fantasy-like or science fiction, I have something for everyone. So, I'm not really going to get into the description, you can read it yourself, but there will be the links to the books below, so I'll probably do about 7 books. So the, books for like the clean romance genre, I think that you should definitely start with Casey West, because she's like the queen girl, the queen, she is the queen. So I recommend The Film Boyfriend by Casey West. She's an amazing author. She's also my favorite author, and you might not get the clean romance vibes, but if you are more of a person who is interested in the no sex, no swear word free books, I totally recommend Casey Bass. If you're looking for a more of a bad but kick butt clean romance, I suggest By Your Side by Casey Bass, because it has more of an edgy tone than her other books. And The Phone Boyfriend was the first book that I read by her. Totally recommend it. If you want to read another clean romance, I suggest The Upside of Falling by Alex Light, and she got started on episode, which I absolutely love. Also, I'm kind of having allergy snuffleupagus issues right now. So The Upside of Falling is mainly clean. Also, you know, Becca and Brett are literally my book parents. Not actually, I made my book parents be Izzy Lightwood and Dorian Havliard. I don't know. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Probably not. But yeah. Wow, I'm probably gonna have to do a part 2 to this because I'm not good for simple and sweet and short and sweet books. So, I'll probably do 2 books for each genre, or maybe not. The Upside of Falling, amazing book. Next, I like to pound on my keyboard, so let's see this. So, for a mystery, thriller, horror, romance books, I would suggest One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, and somebody has recommended this to me. I'm going to be reading it this month because it's like October month. Also, if you're looking for more of a mystery, I would suggest A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, like romance mystery, you know, and We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, which, again, the teases. So, next is fantasy romance, which this would go along with dystopia and science fiction because I'm putting them all in one. So the selection is more of your I would say clean romance along with the fantasy romance, but you also have the contemporary genre right in there. And the selection was one of the first fantasy romance books I've read, and it's by Kiara Cass. You just have to read it. It's so good. I'm telling you, you'll read it in like less than 10 hours. It's just amazing. Next is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and I'm not going to press that because all of these books right here, Divergent, Matched, you know, those are the science fiction books that you can check out. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas is so good. But I would suggest, again, if you're like new to the romance genre and you want to get started, I would suggest doing Throne of Glass first, because A Court of Thorns and Roses is, I feel like, not Sarah J. Maas's best work, so check out Throne of Glass if you want to get started with Sarah J. Maas. Red Queen, honestly, I think this is, if you're really into action and fantasy and all of that good stuff, you have to check out Red Queen because it's so action-packed. There's not a lot of romance in there. There's a love square. It's very violent. I think there's violence. I bawled my eyes out because there's some drama going on in there. This is also a series if you want to get more into fantasy series. And yeah, it was really like brutal and very, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you're more of a on the nice, calm side, I would suggest contemporary for you. So Red Queen was more of a, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like surprising. There's a lot of twists and turns, and I can't find the word that I'm looking for, but so good. You know, if you're more of an innocent person or like a person who gets scared easily, I definitely suggest going with the selection because Red Queen is very hardcore. Okay. For contemporary, because your girl is into contemporary, I'm probably not going to get through all of them. So, just for good contemporary books, I've read so many good contemporary books, but I'm just going to go into my favorites, which I have a lot of favorites, but also, yeah. Also for classics, Great Expectations and Pride and Prejudice. Well, Great Expectations is not really romance, but Pride and Prejudice and The Princess Bride, you have to read. Okay, so for, I'm not going to do contemporary now since I'm on this page. For the bad boy to good girl, or just bad boy romance, which I'm pretty much obsessed with right now, I would recommend if you are really, like, you want to get into an addictive book, a book that's gonna make you love romance even more, please check out Babysitting the Bad Boy, which is originally on Wattpad. I'll have a link in the description below. This girl does not want to give in to the bad boy, but she does. Also, the Perfect Chemistry series, perfect for any young reader who wants to get into bad boy romance. You have to read the Perfect Chemistry series first. So it starts with Perfect Chemistry, then Rules of Attraction, which is the best book in that series, and then Chain Reaction, which is a little bit spicy, a little bit more bad, but you have to read that, okay? So, you know. So I recommend Perfect Chemistry series and Babysitting the Bad Boy. Next is Paranormal Romance, and if you haven't read Twilight yet, it is a great start to getting into the paranormal romance. Also, if you want more of the this actually makes sense romance and you'll get into it more, and a little bit of dystopia too, I totally recommend Cinder, which is part of the first book in the Lunar Chronicle series by Marissa Meyer. And it's not a standalone. I mean, you could read it without reading the next one, but it kind of leaves off on a cliffhanger and you're kind of like, oh my god, what happens next? So definitely a great book if you want to get into more of the paranormal. I'm trying to like find books that I would recommend good for like the contemporary. Like, you want a little bit of a soft contemporary. You don't want like going into swear words and hardcore and stuff like that. I recommend Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, and this was a great romance that took over the course of like 5 days or a week, and it's like a travel romance. It takes place in Italy. I think that it's so good, kind of like a murder, like not a murder mystery, but like a mystery in general. Then you have that in there. It's kind of action packed a little bit. I loved it so much. I read it during the summer. It was so good, even though like a lot of people were like, it has no common sense in it. You have to read it to get on the soft side of the contemporary genre. Also, any books I have on my favorites shelf, you have to read because they're so good. For adult romance, okay, I'm not done with contemporary romance, but adult contemporary romance, I would suggest Beach Read by Emily Henry. So good. It's like the book of the year, guys. It's gonna win an award. And also You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hoggle. I'll have the link in the description below. Like I said, super funny, so funny, and more funny than Beach Read. You will definitely enjoy it. It's a little bit slow moving, but you have to read it. Okay? You don't have to, I'm not forcing you to, but I'm just saying, like, these books are like a little bit, you know. And speaking of You Deserve Each Other, it's literally right there. And Twilight by Stephenie Meyer. I'm trying to, like, okay, if I'm being honest, by Emily Wibberley, I feel like that's not a soft romance, because I said Love and Gelato, but anything by Emily Wibberley and her husband, Austin something, you have, like, it's so good. It's funny, it's the teases, it's something that's gonna make you appreciate the romance genre even more, and I could do a whole video of all the contemporary books that I've ever read. Next is sad romance. Some people might be into the more depressing romance as something that's going to make you cry your eyeballs out, and All the Right Places by Jennifer Niven, whatever, is such a good book. Also, there was a movie adaptation that came out this year, like February, with Justice Smith and Elle Fanning. Like, I feel like the movie was like a 3 out of 5 stars, but the book is so much better. You have to read it because it'll make you cry your eyeballs out. You know, we have the classic Theodore Finch and Ultraviolet Remarkable. Well, yeah. So you should read that. And The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Classic sad romance. Also, I'm running out of time here, so that's basically it. I probably missed a genre that I was going to talk about, like erotic. The Deal by Elle Kennedy, definitely a classic. Anyway, tips and tricks. If you want to know more tips and tricks, because I definitely have some on my sleeve, comment down below for a part 2. Peace out. Love you guys so much. Bye.